Good morning, everyone. It is Wednesday, hump day, woo, woo, Wednesday. It is March 16th, getting ready. So today is FOMC day, and tomorrow is St. Patrick's Day. So get out your green coffee and beer. I know, not like the moldy green, just the, food dye green. Okay, let's take a look here at our futures. We are bumping up very nicely. A couple things have come out overnight. And we're seeing Europe doing very well. The Asian markets did well. Xi came out. You're going to find this hard to believe. If you scroll up in our Discord, you'll see it too. I think it was Joe who posted it, that Xi said that he is going to stabilize their market, their stock market. So with that, we'll look at those Chinese stocks. They are well on the move, but I would be incredibly cautious. I would keep those as day trades. Yep, a little cynical over here, just saying. All right, but anyway, they'll give some good day trades. Our market is doing well. Today is finally FOMC day. What are we expecting? 25 basis point hike. What I will be watching for, and I'm going to be gone most of the day. Until then, I will be back for FOMC. What I'm going to be looking for is if they say anything, if they forecast, how many hikes that we see in the future, but more importantly, do they see those as half-point hikes? And are they willing to do intermeeting hikes, so emergency hikes, to help curb inflation? And what are their metrics on wanting to do that? So that's what I'll be looking for. Everything else I think is pretty much baked in. It is accepted that it's going to be a 25 basis point hike this time. So, okay, we know it's coming. Get it over with. Rip the Band-Aid off. They should have been doing this a while ago. But anyway, you can see the futures pushing right back up above the 20 yesterday. We had a very nice day. Let me go ahead and get these out, and I will put new ones in here for today. This wedge, this is a really long-term trend line from the pandemic low on the lower side. That's why it's in there, keeping it in there. That's a nice little area of support. Shorter one here on the top. We came right up to a nice little fib line. This thicker line down here is the weekly open. That's kind of like the line in the sand. Above that, you want to look more long. Below that, you want to look more short, of course, sector and name specific, of course. But look at this nice move we had yesterday. Between yesterday and this morning's action, we are adding about 1,000 points back to the Dow. So that's a pretty big number. Oh, I did not do that right, did I? That's a pretty big number that we are adding. So gap up mornings, I hate gap ups, especially big ones. If it's a little gap up, I always look for it to come back, pull in, sweep through, close the gap, and then move on. But it looks like, as of right now, it's going to be a pretty hefty gap here in the SPY and in the Dow. Oh, excuse me. So what does that mean for entries? You lay out your plan, and I tend to do mine the night before. And I'm like, okay, this is where I want to enter. This is the ideal entry for me. But then we get a gap up. Well, how do I play that? Opening range break. Pick your time frame, whether it's a 5-minute, 15-minute, 30-minute, whatever you want time frame, and use that as your entry. Above that range, you go long. Below it, you can go short. Yep, that's what I would do. But there's a lot of names that are going to be doing that. In fact, pretty much everything on my list. Real quick, I want to start over with Starbucks. I am drinking some Starbucks right now. I'm drinking some Komodo Dragon. Yep, it's very tasty. Yeah, I had to top pause and take a little break. Starbucks kind of took a little look at this yesterday. I was out most of the day, but took a little peek at this yesterday. And I was like, okay, it looks like we set in a nice low. We came in, and then we started moving up nice green candles. On the day yesterday, this is what it looked like, right? Nice bump up, and then just consolidated all day. So apparently somebody knew something was going to be announced. This morning they came in. The current CEO is stepping down. Kevin Johnson is stepping down. And intermedium, we are getting Howard Schultz back. We know that he was with the company for a long time, just did really amazing things for it. And Starbucks is moving on that news here quite a bit. It is up to, it was over 90 at one point. Right now it's sitting about 87.50. So this too will be a nice day trade. The other one that I like for a day trade is Amazon. Amazon has pulled its 3 up over the 8. This morning will be over the 20. But on this one, not just the fact that the chart's setting up for a nice swing, especially once we can close over that 50, but I like it for the stock split news, right? We've got that. So that is still going to play through here and give it a nice little bounce. Now again, I'm still kind of leaning on day trades. We have the FOMC this afternoon, and we'll see which way we go. I think it's going to probably rally just because as long as there's no big surprises. So, all right, so that's Amazon. But let's hop into my list. We are looking to get out of the house, do something, travel, whatever it is. Hertz Rent-A-Car, had this really big bump up a while ago, came back in, and it looks like it's working to break this downward trend. Now, ideally, I like it over this trend line, but this has had a very nice move. We took a little sidestep, paused, looking to continue on here this morning. I like Hertz on an entry over 22.50. Sorry, the Hertz 22.50 over 22.25. These are in April. Or an opening range break. All of them, you can play off of an opening range. My stop would be at 21.50. Now, if the action is much higher, you might want to bring that stop up just a little bit. My initial target, 23.15. I got a couple others there in the watch list, so go take a look at that. But Hertz Rent-A-Car. Well, if we're driving somewhere, we might as well stop somewhere and take a snooze, and we're going to do that here at Marriott. So big push up off of the 200, took a little break, moved up, looking for this to continue. If it does take a little break, I'm going to leave it on my watch list. We moved up on a little bit higher volume here. We hit the 20 this morning. We will be over that 20. I like the April MAR, so for Marriott, 170 call. Look at some of those other names. There's Hilton, which is HLT, Hyatt, Expedia, EXPE, Booking, BKNG, all TripAdvisor, TRIP. All of these are great to look at for continuation in this space. It's been a good good sector to be very watchful of, and really for a longer period as we get into summer. Now this morning you'll see these moving averages are going to be very nicely squeezed together, so we like that. Entry above the 20 or an opening range break, and I would close it if we come back and close below that 20, because it looks like we're going to take a healthy move up above that opening range break. My targets are 170, 171.32 and 174.55. Yeah, that just scared me. Okay, well, we got that, and going to look at my old friend Apple here. Apple, my goodness, back to the 200, below the 200, back to the 200 here yesterday, looking for a continuation, looking for a 3-8 cross on this for the play up. Now, this is still in a bear trend. We are in a downward trend, looking for a move and potential reversal of that trend, but I like this for a 3-8 cross. That'll be coming up here on the open today, and looking for a target of the 20. I like the Apple 160 call. I would be very quick to cut any of these if we start to see a market sell-off, especially after FOMC. Remember, FOMC comes out, we get the news. We move one way, we swing the other way, and then we move back. Typically, we end up back in the trend in which we started, so keep that in mind. Okay, other names to watch. Crowd. There's a lot of names. You can kind of pick anything. Crowd here, though, looks good. We have a nice W pattern. Looks like we're going to get another W off of this. We use the point of control nicely, and look at that squeeze of moving averages. Looks very good in Crowd. Basic Materials, new. When I looked at this yesterday, it was not looking very pretty, but look at that fight right back up. You can see this area of resistance, anything over I actually like it 135.70 area, anything over that for a move to the top side. Getting a little charged up here with Tesla, looking to fight back, looking to play this up to the 200. We put in a nice little double bottom here. you can really pull pretty much any chart, and it's going to be moving here this morning. Facebook under so much pressure. Not sure I really love this one, but you can see that it is put in a triple bottom there. If that continues to hold, we will see. Oh, and then healthcare. Look at the healthcare sector. We've had a lot of good luck with names like PFE, J&J, mRNA. A lot of these have been doing well. Go back to the healthcare sector. Healthcare finished very strong yesterday, right up to that point of control, and you can pull some names out in there to play. Nice little pause yesterday in PFE that actually put an inside candle in, so play off of that inside candle would look great. mRNA, another one inside candle here, so keep an eye on these now to continue to the top side. All right, everyone, I hope you have a fantastic day. I'll be back by the FOMC. Thanks for all the patience this week. I will talk to you soon.